Hello everyone, I am so excited to talk to you today about what visibility is really about, because I think most people think it is just about getting seen, and it is about so much more than that. So I'm just going to share this into my group so we can have other people join us, and then we will get started. So I think that one of the biggest things that we try to do when we're getting visible is that we want to get seen. So that's true. It's not like I'm saying that's not true, but there's a lot more to it than that, which is we want to get seen and create an engaged relationship around our message, right? So it's not just about getting seen, although that's part of it. But just getting seen doesn't also get you paid, right? There is a big discrepancy between getting seen and getting paid. Now, does getting seen raise your chances of getting paid? Absolutely. Does it guarantee you're going to get paid? No. So, is visibility just about getting seen? Absolutely not. Is that a component of it? Certainly, right? So, why is it about creating that engaged relationship around your message? Because that is the thing that actually gets you paid, right? That is the piece of visibility that actually makes you money and helps you leverage your business and helps you leverage your brand, right? So, think about this. You're putting your message out day after day, just trying to get seen, and you're never trying to engage around that, engage people around that, engage back with that. You lose steam on the visibility. Hey, Linz. Hi, thanks for joining me. So you lose steam on the visibility because you're like, well, all I'm doing is putting my message out every day and I'm like never seeing results from it, so what's the point? But what I want you to do is make sure you're engaging around your message. Now, when a lot of people hear this, they think like, well, I can't really control that, or then if I'm not getting enough likes, should I just stop being visible? And what I mean by creating an engaged relationship around your message is not that everyone will like or comment on every single thing you put out. That's not going to happen. But is your content and your visibility driven to create a relationship? So even if I'm just listening to your content and not liking it, or say Lindsay got on here and didn't say hi and never liked it but still watched this, am I creating an engaged relationship? Definitely, right? So there's a big difference between, am I just throwing stuff out there every day to throw it out there, or am I creating an engaged relationship that can go further? Like in my live stream, am I being real and authentic and offering advice and also being real and telling them what the next step is, right? That's like that relationship piece. So people may or may not like and comment on everything, but if you're showing up every day, if you're creating engaging content, it will take you somewhere else, right? Such a great point. Thank you, Lindsay. I mean, I know I've personally showed up on people's live streams and like never liked it or said something, but they certainly created a relationship with me through that. And then that grows. So then maybe people engage with you in another way. Like maybe they just buy from you out of nowhere. Actually, I know, Lindsay, you've definitely had this happen. I know I've had this happen where someone's like, okay, I'm ready to sign up with you. And you're like, I've never even heard your name or saw you like a post, but your content is engaging enough that they feel like they're building a relationship with you that whole time. That's when visibility pays off for you, right? So it doesn't mean that it only pays off if they're commenting on every post, but it pays off if you're creating that relationship building through your content. Lindsay says, yes, that happens to me all the time. Exactly. Because you're really authentic in your content and how you show up. So people are building a relationship with you, whether they've opened it up to be two ways or not, right? Maybe they're just lurking for a little bit to see. I know I've totally done that, right? And then it's like, oh, that post you wrote 10 months ago really resonated with me and I've been following you ever since and now I'm ready to buy. And you're like, great. But that's when visibility pays off, right? When you're creating engaging content, engaged relationships around your message. I had no idea they were following me. Even funner when they were like, I've been following you for a year. That's so funny. Yes, exactly. Like that post you wrote 10 months ago or whatever. Like, so it pays off if you are creating an engaged relationship around your content. If you're just throwing stuff out there every day and not worried about how to build a relationship from it, how to take it to the next level, how to be authentic, it's going to be really hard to see your visibility pay off. If you're being visible in a way that creates that engagement, their engagement will increase with you. It may increase, like Lindsay and I were just talking about, where they just buy from you out of nowhere. They may gradually start to engage with you more and more. Like maybe they watch your live streams for a while and then they feel confident enough to, hit like or make a comment. But that relationship will grow if you are using visibility for that tool. Mary says, great reminder. I'm a coach and building a relationship is essential for my business. Exactly. When we're trying to sell high ticket service-based services, right? When we're running a service-based business and selling, high ticket packages, that relationship is essential. Now, it doesn't mean that they're going to have to like or comment on everything you do. In fact, I would say a lot of the people that have bought from me have not been the most engaged people, but they always felt like we had a relationship before they bought, right? Like Lindsay mentioned earlier, hi, I've been following you for a year and now I would like to buy from you. They've felt like they had a relationship for a year before they bought. So I really want you to think about the fact that it's not just about, how much stuff can I throw out there? How visible can I get? But like, what's your relationship building strategy behind that? How are you using visibility to create relationships, to build off of that? I think one of the best ways to do that is to be both an expert and a person in what you're sharing. Meaning like you can be an expert in your topic and what you're talking about and how you're showing up in what you're selling. And they want to know the person behind that too. Like, what do you like to do on the weekend? What's your life like? All of my tribe knows that I'm obsessed with unicorns, just like small facts like that. Most of them know when I've had like a bad day or when I've had a learning experience or whatever the thing is, right? Because that's what helps us build a relationship, both being the expert and being a person having a human experience, right? Taylor says, so true. You make me feel like I have a relationship with you. Thank you, Taylor. I feel like I have one with you too. So it's both ways, right? So then when they go to buy from you, it's like such an easy yes because they feel like they've known you. But like if you're just putting out content that's like, look at me, I'm perfect, I'm an expert, I know everything. Like, yes, that might help me and I might like that and I might grow my business, but like, where's the relationship piece of the visibility equation that makes them engage with you more, buy from you more, and gradually increase their relationship with you, right? It's sort of like when you're dating, there's that point where like the mask comes off and you're like, oh, that's a real person. He's not actually perfect. And then I get to decide if I like that person or not and want to continue a relationship with them. So your clients feel the same way. It is relationship building. They want to see you as an expert, but there is that place where they want to see you without the mask and as a real person. So visibility is about getting seen, but it's about getting seen in a way that creates an engaged relationship with you and with your message. So a lot of people think that visibility is just numbers, right? Like, how fast can I grow my Facebook group is like a great one. Personally, I have tried to grow my Facebook group. I don't want to say slowly because it's big, right? But I have not tried to like push that growth. Like, I don't really advertise it. Actually, I've never put advertising dollars to my group. I don't really advertise it in my content a lot. I sort of let it grow organically because for me, it's really not about the numbers. It really is about the quality of like the engagement around my content, the engagement around my message, the interaction, right? So visibility is important, but the quality of that is what matters more. Like, I'd rather have 2,000 people in my group than 20,000, in the sense that I want to build an engaged relationship with those 2,000 and then keep leveraging that to more and more, instead of like, how can I go from 0 to 20,000 as quickly as possible? Because then I'm losing some of that ability to create an engaged relationship around my message. So yes, it's about getting seen, but it's about getting seen by the right people in a way that helps you build relationships, right? Be that person that they can know, like, and trust. I mean, I think that phrase gets overused and we almost like blank out, like, yeah, know, like, and trust, but it's the thing that helps people buy. And it is especially the thing that helps people buy if you're selling bigger packages, bigger products, like, like Lindsay said earlier, this idea of like, I've been following you for a year, then it's just an easy yes to a big number service, like the $5,000 package, the $10,000 package, whatever it is. It's such an easy yes when I've had this ongoing relationship with you than when you've kind of put yourself on a pedestal. Maybe I see you around sometimes, but I don't feel like there's a real person behind it. And it's really hard to engage around someone's message when you don't feel like there's a real person behind it. So, if my message were like, as it is right now, which is, create your own version of a lit up life by making more income and impact, but like you never saw the real person behind that, or I seemed like I never had challenges, or I didn't have interests outside of this business, or I didn't have my own personality or way of engaging or way of acting or whatever, it would still like not really like that message might be cool, but it wouldn't really like resonate. But when you know me behind it, and you know that the reason impact's really important for me is because I left a nonprofit to start this, and because living a lit up life is what I didn't have in my 9-to-5, and like all these things, right? Then it becomes so much easier to get engaged with me and with my message. So I want you guys to think about the same thing in your visibility. How can you share who you are? How can you share your message in a way that builds relationships? How can you kind of take the pressure off? Meaning it's not just about numbers. It's not like how much can I get seen, how quickly. It's about creating an engaged relationship around your message and then leveraging that to actually get clients and actually make money from it, instead of just throwing stuff out, putting visibility opportunities out every day, throwing spaghetti at the wall and not seeing anything come from it. If you do it strategically, if you do it in a way that shows you as a human, if you do it authentically, I promise you, you will be able to use that visibility and leverage it to make more money, instead of using it, getting burnt out, and wondering why nobody's converting. So I am super excited to tell you about the visibility challenge that I'm doing that's going to help you with a lot of these things. So it is a challenge about getting visible. We certainly are going to talk about how to get out there and get visible, but we're going to talk about how to do it in a way that actually creates an engaged relationship around your message. So I'm doing this in a really new and innovative way that I'm excited about. Basically, you pay $20 to be part of the challenge. However, I don't get that $20. It's not coming to me. I'm doing this challenge for free. What I do get is a pot. So everybody's going to pay $20 and I'm going to put it all in a pot. And then if you do every day of the challenge, which will be 5 days, so it'll run from May 30th to June 3rd, we'll have this pot. So let's just say 200 people participate and I'll put in $20. We have a pot of $4,000. Then for everyone that finishes all 5 days of the challenge, you're going to get the pot split. So if say half of the people finish, you're not only getting your $20 back, but you're walking away with $20 extra just for participating, because I want you to not only see results from doing this visibility stuff, which you're going to, but I want you to find that incentive right away. And I want you to have a challenge that like you can really dive into, that you can be part of, that you can see results from, that you feel like you're getting a return on investment from immediately, right? So it's going to be just like a fun and exciting way to do it. We're going to create community around it. And most importantly, we are going to create visibility that is purposeful and helps you make bank. So that helps you create an engaged relationship around your message. And that isn't about just throwing crap out there and hoping somebody picks it up. we're also going to have a day in it where we actually talk about leveraging your visibility to sell. So you'll have all week to do the challenges. You'll have to show us that you did all of them by the final day. And if you do, you will make money just for participating. You will get your money back. And I promise you, if you do visibility in this way, you will also make bank in your business. So if you want to join us, it is www.alituplife.com/visibility challenge. I would love to have you. And I would love to hear more of your thoughts on how you've used visibility to create an engaged relationship around your content, how that served you in your business, and if you also think that that's way more important than just getting seen. Thank you so much for putting that in there, Claire. That is the link. I so appreciate you sharing that, and I would love, love, love to have you guys join us. The more, the better. We can help each other get visible, give each other feedback, engage around our messages with each other, and really get results from this. So I hope you guys join me. I hope you have a beautiful Monday, and thank you for being here. I'll talk to you soon.